Hey, welcome to Tuesday Tea Time with Dorina. I want to welcome all the first time viewers and those that will be watching the replay. We are from Women of Wisdom, and we are a nonprofit organization here to empower teen girls and women with practical wisdom and confidence. We are here to bridge that generational gap between the older and the younger generation because we need one another to pass on that vital knowledge to one another and to the next generation. So we are what you would call a mentoring educational nonprofit, okay? And so we uh sometimes we have teen girls, preteens, from 12 and up. And sometimes some of the mothers, they ask me, well, I got a 10-year-old, and, you know, can I bring my 10-year-old? And I just tell them your 10-year-old is welcome as long as it's okay with you. And so we are here for you, and we want to empower you with wisdom so that you and I both continue to learn or start learning how to make wise decisions, okay? How to make better decisions. And so, you know what? Even if you're older and you feel like you kind of messed up in life, you know what? You're not too old to start all over again. And the good thing about starting all over again is that you know a little bit more than what you knew before. And so that'll help you to make better decisions. And you're not alone because you have women of wisdom, and we will walk it out with you. Okay. How about that? Okay. So I want to share with you, I have an announcement, and I want to share with you that now is the time to sign up for the Perfect You workshop. Is Saturday, August the 13th, and you are still eligible for the early bird ticket for $20. Beginning the 1st of July, it will go up to the regular ticket price, which is $25. Uh, August 8th will be the door price of $30. And all of our teen girls from ages 12 to 19 is $10. There will be a lunch provided. We give a lot of giveaways, and I'm looking to have somebody there to do nails for a couple of door prize winners to get your nails done. And so we are going to have an exciting time. And so I just want to personally invite you to be a part of WOW, because we are WOW. All right. So, okay. So I have my tea with me today, and I have a little lemon and honey in my tea today. And I just have regular Lipton. Okay. So that's what I'm doing today. So, tea time. You see, I got my butterfly cup with me. Love those butterflies. Yep, transformation. That's what we talking about. Okay, so let's dive right in, and let's go to our wisdom topic for tonight. We are talking about um, emotion, supposed to be emotional awareness. Okay. Okay, so we're talking about emotional awareness. Let's see if I could change this so that we can know exactly what we're talking about here without all the mess. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now let's put this back up here. There we go. Emotional awareness is what we're talking about tonight. And last night, if you was, I mean, not last night, but last week, if you were with us or if you had a chance to watch the replay, we talked about your emotions being a indicator or being a dictator. And so we don't want our emotions dictating our behavior, because every time we get mad, we'll act a certain way. When we get fearful, we'll act a certain way. And in some situations, it will cause for a different emotion, but because we're allowing our emotions to dictate to us, then they will tell us how to act, and we have control over that instead of allowing them to have control over us. And remember, I told you how they can be an indicator. Our bodies speak to us, and emotionally we can receive indications of what's going on just by being aware of our emotions and allowing them to be an indicator instead of a dictator. Okay, so we're talking about emotional awareness tonight. So, emotions are any of the feelings like joy, sorrow, fear, hatred, things like that. And awareness is having knowledge or consciousness, okay, the state of being aware. Okay, and the reason why I sharing the definition, because even though it's something simple and we take for granted that everybody should know this, but you know what, everybody don't always know, and sometimes it's better to refresh our memory of something. Okay, and so you have to realize that we have young people on here that are learning things that they have never learned before. So awareness is having knowledge or consciousness, the state of being aware. Okay, so be emotional. We want to be emotionally aware of our emotions and aware of others' emotions that we are in contact with or we have relationships with. Okay, so I want to share with you a quote that I found, and it's from Daniel Goleman, is his name, and he says that if your emotional abilities aren't in hand, if you don't have self awareness, if you are not able to manage your distressing emotions, if you can't have empathy and have effective relationships, let's continue this, then no matter how smart you are not going to get very far in life. Okay, so you have to have emotional awareness, because we can, you know what, let's glean the wisdom out of this subject tonight. Okay, because you don't want to if you don't pay attention to things around about you, you know you'll you will be what they call it, blindsided by circumstance and situations, because you're not paying attention to what's going on around about you. You need to be aware of your surroundings. And you know, a lot of times people get captured, people get abused because of not paying attention and not being aware of your surroundings. Okay, so being aware of your emotions and other people's emotions can be a indicator to you that something either is right or not right. And so those are things that you need to be paying attention to. So pay attention to people who are emotionally codependent, because they can handicap your emotions from being healthy. Okay, know how to properly handle that, or leave it to those that know how, so that you're not ensnared and and uh and they're not causing you emotional problems. Okay, because that's just wisdom. Okay, because you know what, people can cause us emotional problems just by taking on their emotional issues. And you know, I've said this before and I'll say it again, you know, more things are caught than instead of taught. And if you're hanging around people that have emotional issues, you know, you will eventually have emotional issues your own self. Now, there's one thing if you're strong enough to handle that type of thing, and there's another thing if you're easily moved by, you know, people around you. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Okay, so if you're trying to stop drinking alcohol, or if you're trying to stop lying, or anything that you're trying to stop doing, but you continue to hang around people that are doing those things, you know, and you believe that you're strong enough to quit and and not give up the people that have the same problems, then you're making bad choices. You know what? Because that is the act of being unwise. You have to realize that, you know, if you're trying to better your life, then you have to be around people that are trying to better their lives. You can't be around people, you know, weak people make weak people, strong people make strong people. And so if you're going to walk in wisdom, you need to be around strong people that know how to control their emotions. Okay, that's just, like I said, that's wisdom. Okay. Okay, so stop letting others, you know, vomit their unstable emotional recklessness all over you. Be aware of your surroundings. Let go of people, let go of those so-called friends, let go of those family members who are draining your emotional well-being. Okay, and if you're, like I said, if you're having problems, you definitely do not need to be around other people that are having problems. You need to be around someone that can help you resolve your problems, and especially if they're not even trying to resolve their problems. Oh my goodness, you need to leave people like that to themselves, and not think that, you know, some people think that you know, they can't survive without me, they need me, you know. um they were okay before you came into the picture, and they'll be okay after you leave the picture, and they'll find somebody else to do what you're doing. But for your own emotional well-being, find people that know how to control their emotions, and they're not going to feed the negativity of uncontrolled emotions. Okay, that's important. If you have to build a fort and protect yourself, okay? Because you sometimes we have to be around co-workers. Sometimes we have to be around. We have to deal with certain people in life, but gird up the loins of your mind and be prepared, and do not just um, not be aware of how they make you feel. Be aware of certain situations that make you feel a certain way. Start paying attention to that kind of stuff. And that way, you can't change something that you're not aware of. If you start paying attention to that kind of stuff, then you can uh, deal with it properly, or even learn how. And or let's put it like this: know that you need to, and learn how to deal with that situation in a healthy manner. That way that you're protecting yourself, and you're not, causing emotional problems for yourself by being around people that don't know how to control their emotions. That, what, that is so important. Do you know that people are taking their lives behind issues like this? This is a serious issue. And being emotionally aware of your surroundings, and like I said, birds of the same feather flock together. You want to make sure that you're hanging around the right people, and that you're not allowing you know yourself to be controlled by them, or being controlled by you know unhealthy emotional issues. And if you need help, you need to go get help, okay? Don't don't lie to yourself and think that you're okay if you're not okay. Because you know what? Sometimes we don't want to deal with our emotions. We don't want to face the facts about our emotions, because we want to believe that we're okay. Sometimes we want to believe like, well, I don't really need anybody, and we talk ourselves out of getting help, and things like that. And you know it's better for you to be honest with yourself and be truthful with yourself, okay? So, when you get too close to people, you become like them. So, have emotional awareness, gain knowledge, be aware, be conscious of your emotions and others. Now, you don't need to, look around, every corner. You don't need to hyperventilate over it. You don't need to be a phobic about it or anything like that. Just plain and simple, be emotionally aware, because it is your emotional awareness is a critical source of your well-being, having a well-balanced lifestyle. Okay, so there's three things that I want to share with you, and then we're gonna let you go. But let's take a tea time break real quick. Okay, tea time. Okay, so three things I want to share with you. One, start noticing how you feel when things are happening around you. Notice that. Be aware of that. Take note of it. Okay. Okay. Number two, how you feel when you are around different people. Just, I mean, you could be around a friend, you could be around a co-worker, you could be around a relative, a sister, brother, aunt, uncle. Just pay attention to how you feel, because those could be indicators that uh that it's okay or it's not okay to be around that person, and that they are affecting you in a negative way. You need to be aware of that. Your body will pick up, your emotions will pick up signs. So be aware of them, so that you keep yourself out of trouble. Okay. Now, some of this stuff, if you think about it, will protect you from sex trafficking. Being aware of your surroundings. Okay. You need to teach your children this. Okay. Because it's important. Number three, don't ignore, hide, or pretend. Be true to your feelings. Okay. Notice them and name them and control them. Okay. Notice them, name them, and control them. Now, this will help us to be real with ourselves and real with our feelings, because, sometimes we just, you know, we don't want to be real with ourselves, and we want to pretend like everything's okay. But you need to be real with yourself, because as you are real and honest with yourself, that's where healthy living starts, thrives, and causes success in your life. Now, you remember I said that, okay? Okay. We can use our emotions to our advantage. So, gain wisdom through emotional awareness and avoid future mishaps. Okay. So that's what we have for you tonight. Hopefully, I hope that you all apply the knowledge and the wisdom that you're receiving, because, just, listening and hearing and not doing anything with it, uh, you know, you're 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 failing your own self. You're setting yourself up for failure. Okay. It's applied knowledge. Knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that changes your life. Okay. So apply that knowledge, apply that wisdom, make better decisions in your life so that you can have a better future and prosper. Okay. That's what Women of Wisdom is all about. We want to see you prosper in life. Okay, so before we end this, again, sign up for the Perfect You workshop Saturday, August the 13th. Get your early bird ticket now for $20. The 1st of July will change to the regular ticket. August 8th will be the door price at $30. Teen girls 12 and 19 is $10. So bring that niece, bring that sister, bring that aunt, that cousin, that best friend, that neighbor, and let's grow in wisdom together. And as we grow in wisdom together and start making better decisions, we are changing society. How about that? Okay, so let's do this thing together. And like my little friend Savannah says, girl power. We got girl power. So let's use that girl power in in wisdom, so that we can change the world for us teen girls and women. Okay. All right. So remember, I'm out. This is Tuesday Tea Time with Dorina. I love you. And remember, as always, walk in wisdom. All right. Good night.